Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Stephanie, and today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on Jaclyn Hill products that I currently have. So if I use some products and brushes that aren't Jaclyn Hill, I'm probably not going to be mentioning them, since this is mainly about products that I have purchased from Jaclyn Hill. All right. And also, for those of you guys that don't know, I am currently booking for facials because I am an esthetician student. So if you guys want facials that are cheaper than going to a regular salon, please hit me up. I am in the Rancho Cucamonga, Inland Empire in California area. So, and then I have my little shirt too. Let's see. There we go. It's called SL Aesthetics. And at the end, I'll be, you'll see a photo of my website where you guys can go and book and see what I offer. All right, and let's get started. Okay, so first we are going to start off by priming my eyelids with the Zoeva Fixed Primer, and this is a matte primer. And this works for oily eyelids, so that way your eye makeup can stay on all day. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on both eyes. And I know my eyelashes look a little funky because it's time for a fill, so I need to make that appointment soon. But after that, I also set my eye primer with the Becca Hydra... Oh man, I forgot the name of it. But yeah, the Becca setting powder. Set and refresh powder. There you go. That's what it's called. So I set my eyelids, and again, this is for oily eyelids. As you can see, one looks more matte than the other one now. So I'm going to go ahead and do the same on the other eye, and I got a little bit on my eyelashes, but that's okay. Just really rub it in there. And again, go in with the Becca Set and Refresh setting powder. And this is my ultimate favorite holy grail setting powder. Excuse me if I'm taking a lot of pauses. I just ate and I'm kind of full. Moving on with the Jaclyn Hill original palette, which is a Morphe palette collab with Jaclyn Hill. And I'm going to put that light brown shade all over my eyelid. And I'm going to put that in the crease. And the brush that I'm using, it's one by Jeffree Star. I'm not really going to go into other people's brands that much right now. And I have my little mirror. That way I can see better, because you guys don't know. It is not easy trying to see into the camera, see myself with the little lens. So I keep my mirror on hand. And the thing about eyeshadow, especially when you're putting eyeshadow in the crease, it is all about blending. So for the most part, with the brush, it's recommended to use, as you can see, the one that I have. It's like a tapered, rounded brush, and then I use a small one because my eyes are small. So it just depends on the size of your eyes as well, because they have bigger ones also. And if I have a little bit trouble blending out, I have a bigger one that I use as well, which I usually don't put any makeup on it, any eyeshadow, and I just blend it out with that one. So on some videos, you might have seen me use it. So I just do that to both eyes. Sorry, sometimes I cover myself on accident. And this is something new that I'm trying, doing the voice recording over, doing something like that it's called. because I feel like it's easier and a lot faster for me to just focus on my makeup and not speaking at the same time. Okay, next, one of my favorite palettes is the Bling Boss by which comes in the Jaclyn Hill Vault collection, and then that's the purple one mauve eyeshadow palette. And I always go in with the darkest shade, and usually it's a matte shade that I always use in the outer corner of my eye. So I'm using this plum shade. Plum / like mauve color shade. And again, I'm using the same small tapered rounded brush to put in the outer corner and blend it out into my crease. And you really got to get all that in there and really focus a lot on blending out your edges. I know it takes a long time, but I believe I only recorded myself doing one eye because it takes forever. So I'm continuing to blend that purple, like that plum shade, onto my eyelid. That is a lot of blending and it takes forever. But all art, you need to take your time with it. You can't just quick and go. All right, now I'm going in with my favorite purple shade of all time, which, to be honest, I don't even remember the name and I don't have it with me right now. So we're just going to go along with it. Just remember it's the palette from the Jaclyn Hill Vault called Bling Boss. And I'm going to put that all over my eyelid, and I'm also going to blend it out with the other color so it doesn't look all weird and funky. And I'm just going to pack it in because I love this color. And I'm super close to hitting pan as well. So once that happens, I'll probably buy myself another palette of the same kind. Luckily, they sell the palettes individually now. I wish they sold the eyeshadows individually, but sadly they don't. And I'm going in with the other brush. See, when it comes to blending, you just kind of have to switch off between both brushes as well to really get the shadow color that you like, and the blending to get everything blended out perfectly. You got to pack on color, blend. Pack on more color, then blend. And usually I always, to pack on color all over the eyelid, I always tend to get the brushes that are like pretty thin and dense and flat brushes. All right, now it looks like I'm going in with highlighter on the arc of my eyebrow, and for that I always like to get the lightest and shimmery color there is in the palette, or sometimes I'll just use a highlight that I have for that. Alright, now I've done both eyes, and I'm gonna start with doing my face now with applying this Wander Illuminating Oil as my primer. I freaking love this thing. It's my holy grail, and I don't think they sell it anymore. The only reason why I got it is because I got it in my BoxyCharm. And I got it twice, which is good because I finished the other one already. So this is my second one. And I'm just rubbing it all over my face to prime it. And the reason why I use this illuminating oil is because I have dry patches. And if I don't use the correct primer, you'll see like dry patches on my face, like in my forehead, on my chin. That's why. And next, I'm going to be going in with my concealer underneath my eye to brighten up that under eye area. Because I still have black circles from when I worked. And I'm going in with my Rare Beauty concealer brush, which is my holy grail concealer brush. I freaking love this one. It really gets right into the corners, in the inner corner of your eye, and it's so precise. And I like putting the concealer first. That way it sits underneath my eye for a little bit, and then I can blend it in when I put my foundation on top of it. So I'm just doing that to both sides. Really getting into those nooks and crannies. And here comes my Jaclyn Hill foundation brush, which is fantastic, one of my favorite brushes, and I'm sorry. And I'm going in with my foundation, which I need another one of, which is the Makiage, I believe it's Woke Up This Way. Yeah, I believe that's the name of it. And I'm spreading it everywhere with the foundation brush, with the Jaclyn Hill foundation brush. And I know it looks like it's whiter than my skin tone, but no, my skin tone is literally that white. It's just that I'm kind of reddish. So once I blend it all in, it is my color of like my neck and my body, and I'm just super white. See? Right there, I'm blending the concealer with my foundation together, and it works out well. And pretty soon, as you guys see, I can see my roots right now, and man, they are growing in. So pretty soon, I'm going to have to get a touch-up on my hair too. See how great this brush blends out the foundation? It's like butter. I know you guys are probably going to think like, man, she's comparing her foundation with butter. But that's literally how it looks. And then next, I'm going in again with my Becca Set and Refresh powder. And I'm actually going to bake with it, which I don't tend to do very often. But if you have certain areas that get more oily or whatever, I'm using it to brighten my under eye a little bit more and to set those areas that I could get a little bit more shine that I don't want. And you just kind of pack it on with, I use this sponge that has a flat end, and it helps really well to pack it on. And you just pat on those areas. See how I'm using like a patting motion? You just really pack it in there like that. And you let it sit for a little bit. And while you're letting it sit, I'm going to go ahead and bronze my face really quick. Do a little bit of contouring with my Ace Beauty bronzing palette, which I love. And I'm using my Jaclyn Hill bronzing brush, which is my favorite. I think I just like it because it's like super big. And it really like helps out like the bronze, to bronze my cheeks. See? It's so big and fluffy. Putting that under on my neck or whatever, just to, so I won't, you guys can't see my double chin, hopefully. Now, normally for the nose, you're supposed to use a small brush. But it worked out fine for me to use this big one. Same for the underneath the lip. Technically, that's supposed to make your lips look a little bigger. So hopefully it works. And then next, I'll be using another Zoeva brush to like swipe away the powder finally. Just get really good underneath my eyes. Next, I'm going to go in with my Jaclyn Hill blush brush. It's an angled brush, which is also recommended for blush, is to use an angle. And I haven't used this one in a while, but I'm going in with the Becca and Jaclyn Hill face palette with their glittering blush right there. And it's so gorgeous too. I should probably use it more often. But sometimes when you have a lot of makeup, you want to use everything, but you got to choose. I might leave it out for some time though, so I can use this one pretty often. Maybe I'll take it to school. I'm going back to school tomorrow, so I'll probably take that palette with me to use. I need points since I missed an entire month. Well, it was like almost 2 months actually that I missed for school. So I'm just blending in the brush, the brush, oh my goodness. I'm just blending in the blush right now. Putting on a little bit more. Sometimes if it's too, with blush, you always want to start light-handed. Because if it's light-handed, you can always add more. But if you just start off heavy-handed, then you can't take it off without taking off your foundation. Now, with one of her highlighting brushes, it's the really small fan brush that works really well for packing on like good highlight in that angle, like on the cheek. I'm using that with, I believe it's the Champagne Pop, don't quote me on that, but it's one of her highlighters with Becca as well from the same palette. And don't forget the Cupid's bow and a little bit on my nose as well after that. Just the areas that you want to illuminate, you put on highlight. But you see how beautiful it looks? I'm probably looking for something right about now. Alright, so I'm going back into my eyeshadow palette so I can put some eyeshadow on my lower eyelid. On my, well, technically kind of like near my lower under eye. There we go, something like that. And it just adds, oh, it just looks so much better like that. And yes, it took me a while to learn how to pack on the good amount of color. And oh my goodness, now I just stain myself. Whatever, I'll get it off in a bit. I'm just going to continue putting on the color there. Excuse me, I tend to cover myself up with my palettes without even noticing. Now I'm doing the other side. Yeah, before I used to, when I would try to do this, I would get like eyeshadow all over my cheeks. It was not pretty. Or I would do like a thick liner and it was not cute. Finally, I learned, you know, with practice you learn. So off camera, I removed the stain because I wasn't able to remove it. So I said, okay, well, let me pause and remove. And I did my eyeliner as well. And now I'm going in with my lipstick. And then after my lipstick, I decide that I want to put on one of the Too Faced glosses. I love those things. And everything that I use will be listed in the description box. Because like I said, I don't have my products with me, so I can't give you exact names of the products that I'm using currently. So I'm going to, when I get home, I'm going to go ahead and grab all the products that I used so I can list them down below so you guys know exactly what I used. But I hope you guys like my look. I need more of these glosses. And I want to try their lip plumping glosses as well. And that's my completed look. I hope you guys like it. If you do, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe down below. And now I'm just showing you guys my completed look. And I almost forgot my setting spray, which is of course the Morphe and Jeffree Star continuous setting spray. And that's just to dry it. I use my fan to dry out the setting spray. Alright, thanks a lot, and go ahead and subscribe down below. And don't forget to check out my website to book facials online at slaesthetics.glossgenius.com to support my small facial business while I'm a student.